What's up, Buttercups? So, this is our astrology weather forecast for January 22nd, 2025. And we do still have the moon going through Scorpio, which is a mood of intensity. But there's a nice trine from the moon in Scorpio to Saturn in Pisces, which brings some stability to two water elements that we normally associate with changeability or with more moodiness, more ups and downs. So it's a nice thing when we have a good relationship between the moon and Saturn because it brings some measure of regularity and emotional maturity, stability, and control. So that's the baseline there. So we seek depth, but we don't get off kilter. The sun is separating from that very important annual trine to Pluto, which illuminates our collective crap and personally puts us in a new cycle of self empowerment where we are throwing out the old and bringing in the new. What is life affirming? What is uh, what our heart is in? Sun stuff. So it brings a kind of a breath of fresh air regarding how we can take back personal control by looking at what is it that we first of all are wasting our energy on, what really is out of our hands, and we just need to give up and say, you know what, you do you and I'll do me. So we really look at what do we think we have some measure of influence in, and what are we just wasting our time in because it makes us feel good about ourselves. The other thing going on is we have Mercury coming up to an opposition to Mars. It's still 2 degrees away, but it is a building energy of all the things that we're seeing with retrograde Mars in Cancer coming to some point of communication or cognitive awareness. So we are more seeing in the mind and more understanding what has been building internally, what kind of awarenesses, feelings, inner states that have been maturing, what's been alchemizing within us. We have some kind of awareness or even conversations that come to the surface here as Mercury opposes Mars. So it's one of those things like we have some changes or some ideas or some epiphanies, or we've been figuring some things out. And then as Mercury comes to that point of what we've been figuring out, it brings things to a place where we want to share, or we are able to understand it well enough because we can put it into language or concepts. But these are things that have been like building within our energetic field, kind of coming together in our stomach. And then we are able to understand it more logically. So, really, mm, what's been coming together more in the creative brain is now starting to come into some kind of form. And so we have more right brain, left brain activity. when we have this combination here, rather than just looking at one side or the other. All right, so that's what I got today. I will pop in later and focus on another either synastry aspect combination or natal aspect combination. I've recently talked about Venus Saturn, Venus Pluto. I might stick with Venus. Um, so yeah, think about that. Which one I'm really feeling inspired to speak about today, and I'll pop in at some point and do that. And I did decide my class schedule, so I will be teaching apprentice class, which is by invitation only on Sundays, natal chart interpretation practice Mondays, transits Wednesdays, synastry interpretation practice Saturdays. And I'm just going to run these all year. So you can either join us by the month, or you can buy the entire year package, have access to everything, or just one of those courses. And then I will also be adding different astrological therapy groups. I currently have one that runs on Tuesdays, but that's mainly just for my apprentices. But if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Contact me on my website. I'll be running a weekly therapy group for Neptune issues and a weekly therapy group for Pluto issues as well. Alrighty, guys. Oh, Barbara, if you're interested in that, if you want apprenticeship, girl, you're already in. I already know you. Apprentices, that program is just by invitation only. Joelle, contact me on my website. You'll find out. I will send you or I'll put a description when I'm done with this video. It's $80 per month per course. We meet every week for each course. But if you want everything, contact me and I'll send you information about, either just joining for the full year or whatever kind of package you want. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later.